The next month is going to be busy for a couple of Windsor brothers who are about to embark on a tour of all 30 Major League ballparks in just 28 days. It would set a new world record, but there's also a twist to this tour. Our Greg Ross has the story from the Rogers Centre where it all kicks off tonight.
Thank you very much. Brigham and Todd Shearon are the two brothers who kicked off this tour of Major League ballparks here at the Rogers Centre tonight, but it's not just about breaking a record. The two are hoping to raise awareness about a rare disability that one of the two brothers has battled his entire life.
I like to say, I'm afraid to live and afraid to die.
Brigham Shearon is one of millions of North Americans who live every day of their lives in fear.
Anything I do, anywhere I go, I literally need probably an hour to prepare myself to go.
Brigham suffers from severe panic attacks.
When the panic occurs, it feels like I'm having a heart attack. My hands get numb, I can't breathe. Every time I have a panic attack, I think I'm gonna die. I could honestly have about 6 to 8 panic attacks on an average day, depending on what I'm doing.
Something as simple as crossing the street can set it off. In fact, some days, it's tough for Brigham just to leave his house.
There's been points where I literally haven't left my house for weeks, months, and it's been rough.
Through intense counseling, this 29-year-old Windsor native has learned to cope with his disability, but recently he was inspired by the baseball world, a sport he is passionate about, to take his rehabilitation to another level.
Basically, I was watching the Detroit Tigers in Kansas City playing the Royals earlier in the season.
Pitching for the Royals that day was a youngster by the name of Zach Greinke.
Just watching the game out of nowhere, the announcer mentioned how he suffers from anxiety, and his career, he almost just quit baseball. He hated it.
Amazed by Greinke's ability to perform in front of thousands of fans despite his disability, Brigham thought maybe there was something more he could do. That's when he and his brother Todd Shearon hatched a plan.
It's something we've talked about for years. I've been to a fair amount of ballparks. My brother has not, because he's petrified. It's something he wanted to do, and it was the perfect thing to tackle.
Brigham would conquer his fears while at the same time raising awareness for his ailment by touring all 30 Major League ballparks in just 28 days. This thanks to Greinke's inspiration.
I basically said I want to take to this trip like he takes to the mound. There's a lot of people, they live in fear, and I'm not the only one, so I'm hoping that I can, get other people out there to, get help. Or if you know someone, help them, because they're probably too scared to help themselves.
Brigham was having second thoughts about the trip a few weeks later, but a gift from Blue Jays center fielder Vernon Wells gave him the shot of confidence he needed, an autographed baseball with the words, "Don't be scared."
For him to sign a ball personally like that, and he got the point out, the point across, not to be scared, and I'd love to thank him for it myself, and that's hopefully what I'll get to do.
And with the tour starting at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Brigham got that opportunity.
I'm scared. I think I'm gonna puke.
How you doing, guys?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
It's my little brother, Brigham.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm a little nervous right now.
Don't be.
Thank you so much for this.
Oh, you're very welcome.
This has been an inspirational thing. I'm not gonna pull any hit me 3 tonight or anything like that.
No, yeah, 2. Settle for 2. When things like this happen, and you're simply signing a ball and inspiring someone to take on their fears, that's taking it to another level, and that's why we play this game, and to hope to have an impact on people's lives. And this is something special just for myself and for him.
The ball that Wells signed has not only been an inspiration for Brigham, it's also become a good luck charm.
This will be with me every step of the way. This will not leave my pocket or my hand. So 30 games, 28 days, this ball will be with me.
So the tour starts here at the Rogers Centre and will conclude on Labor Day weekend at Yankee Stadium. Now, the two are accepting donations for their tour, which comes with a price tag of about $12,000 to $15,000. And as it stands right now, the bulk of that is coming out of their own pockets. For Sportsnet Connected, I'm Greg Ross.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Well, here is a look at the brothers' schedule this week. After tonight's game in Toronto, they're off to Detroit for Wednesday's game against Tampa. Thursday, very busy, as they will be at the Mets-Braves game at Shea, then at the Marlins-Phillies game that same night. In total, the brothers will drive over 10,000 kilometers and collect over 12,000 flyer miles per person. If you want more on these brothers, here's their website, www.recordofarecord.com. So their trip brings us to our Power Poll question. Which sports trip would you like to go on? Could it be the MLB or NHL, NBA, NFL, or maybe the MLS? Cast your vote at sportsnet.ca. The results coming up later in the show.
You want to follow Beckham around.